Well, hello, good evening, and welcome to round 8 of WRL. This is from Belgium and the legendary iconic track of Spa-Francorchamps. Sorry, ignore the feed in the background, I was just checking that we're okay on the sound. I think we are. I just need to adjust in-game volume a second. Sorry if it goes to a blue screen. Shouldn't do. Just turn this down a little. Alright, there we go. We should be sorted out now. So, first cars that just come to the track. We are a little bit light on ladies tonight. Only the 3 of them. We did hope to have a few more tonight, but a few late pullouts and a few people that couldn't commit tonight for various reasons. We might have Luna, I think, join us if she can make it home from work in time somewhere through the session. Evening, Jack. Nice to see you. Jack in the chat there. Right, let's... Rosie's out on the track. Speed Queen's just exiting the pit, and Hannah's still in the box. So let's stick with Rosie for a minute. We'll stick with on board. I'll run you through a few facts whilst Rosie's on her outlap. So, as I said, round 8, Belgium and Spa. Beautiful circuit this, one of the all-time greats. Track length of just over 7 kilometres, 4.3 miles, 19 corners here, 10 to the left, 9 to the right. First winner of this GP was Juan Manuel Fangio in an Alfa Romeo in 1950. Current lap record, race lap record that is held by Valtteri Bottas in the 2018 Mercedes, and the time was a 1:46.286. Last year's race results was Lewis in first, Bottas in second, and Max in third. The fastest race lap from Daniel Ricciardo on a 1:47.483. Pole position time last year was Lewis Hamilton on 1:41.252 as Rosie begins her lap. Stay on board because she's obviously furthest along the track. I'll get the details up in a minute. First GP was held here in 1925 apparently, although that kind of contradicts the first winner, which was 1950, but maybe that was the first ever race held here in 1925, not necessarily Formula 1 Grand Prix. This track has had Grand Prix every year except 2003 and 2006 since 1985, so it's a very long-standing track on the F1 calendar. Capacity of 70,000 spectators, which seems quite low really when you consider the size of it. I would have thought there would have been more in here, but that is what the Tinternet says, and who am I to lie with the internet? Rosie on her lap here. Just about to come down into turn 14, which is Stavelot. About to exit the right-hander of 15, head towards 16 and 17, which is Blanchimont. And she will get into the bus stop chicane. Let me stick the graphics up for you. We'll go fit at the back, we'll go enable that, and we'll enable that. So Rosie about to complete her first flying lap. Speed Queen is on track as well, however she does have a red track map here, so she did invalidate somewhere along there. That's the disadvantage of being rookie and not putting this track map up, waffling on too much. So let's go with Speed Queen because she is on a lap. Han is still in the pits. Speed Queen coming into this 14-15 section here. Austin purple there in sector 2. Or sector 1, sorry. Just coming into the end of sector 2 now. Starting sector 3 into Blanchimont. Heading down into the bus stop chicane. This is a hard braking area. What has happened to Rosie? Rosie's greyed out. She has crashed in En Rouge by the looks of it on the track map. I'll stick the Speed Queen here for a second. Shortest run to the line and sets a 1:42.568, so a good time by Speed Queen there. Rosie has indeed, as we said, I believe she had lost it into here. We'll ride on board with Speed Queen here, and I believe on the track map we're going to have come through on Rouge here, and I believe she lost it somewhere up here, which is a bit of a fateful corner. Obviously a few years ago we lost Antoine Herbert here in that awful crash. So it is a really tricky part of the track. I mean, I don't think there's any racer out there that's going to tell you that there isn't. It's so easy to lose the rear of the car, unsettle the car there in Radion at the top of the hill there, at the top of Montrouge Rouge. And then you just, if that happens, you are a passenger, literally a passenger. There's nothing you can do but hope and pray. So unfortunately we have lost Rosie. Han is still in the pits, so yet to set a time from Han. Rosie obviously, I believe she's just on cool down lap now. Probably come in, fit another set of tyres and go again. Change the camera type for a minute so we can see some off-boards. I'll run you through the championship then while we've got a minute. So, after last week's results in round 7 at Canada, Rosie has now taken the lead of the championship ahead of Speed Queen. Speed Queen was missing last week, and that allowed Rosie with a second place in the race and a pole position in qualifying to jump her in the standings. But it is pretty close, so we've got Rosie on 132 and a second Speed Queen on 128. Paige is still holding third. She was not racing last week, and she is again not racing this week, so her third place is going to be lost this week as long as Han can finish, because Han's in P4 currently after a third last week on 85 points. So we've got Paige on 88 in third and Han on 85 in fourth. Obviously Paige not being here again and Han being here, as long as Han keeps it on the track and jump into third place. We've got fifth Schmidty at the moment on 58 points, who had a disqualification last week, although we're not entirely sure that was definitely her fault. I think there was a bit of controversy last week, but she does currently sit fifth, and again she is not here today. Unfortunately she was not feeling too well today, so we hope you feel better soon. Ugh, spit it out. Soon, Schmidty, if you are tuning in and listening. Luna is in 6th after her debut last weekend. She took the win and the fastest lap last week, but she is obviously not here at the moment. She may well get in before the end of qualifying. She does have invites if she can get back in time, but we're not going to bank on it. So she is currently 6th, and we've got Roxanne F1 in 7th on no points, who also had a disqualification last week and is not here again this week. McLaren lead the constructors on 217, Renault are second on 172, Red Bull are third on 88, Williams in fourth on 58, and Alfa Romeo currently sit P5 with 0 points. Right, so Han is now out there and on a lap, but we've got a red track map. So she has invalidated this lap. Speed Queen is also, I've just noticed, back out there. Just coming through on Rouge, and here Radion. Obviously a build-up lap here because she isn't opening the DRS and is just warming those tyres. So Han's going to be the next one round. Obviously on an invalidated lap at this point in time, but hoping she will go again. Still got 8 minutes to go, 8.5 minutes to go, so plenty of time. No need to panic just yet. She doesn't have much ERS though, so I'm wondering whether she will box this lap and fit a new set of tyres. Speed Queen probably about 30 seconds behind her on this lap, as you can see on the track map. But Han just needs to set a time here and she'll have second on the grid, as obviously Rosie will not be setting a time in this qualification session. So Han does stay out, and she is going to go again, but her ERS is pretty low here. She only got 20%, so I think this is going to be a difficult lap for Han in terms of trying to challenge Speed Queen. Anyway, you need all that ERS. Let's have a look quickly. I'll look back in a minute actually. So here we go through En Rouge here. And this is the bit the car goes, and just as I say it, point proven. The compression of the car there in En Rouge as you dip and then rise, the car becomes, you know, squashed into the track and then becomes so light that it does have a tendency to do that. So Speed Queen now here, and you see this is just what I was going to say here on the ERS. If you look at the yellow bar on the top of the telemetry there, 81% for Speed Queen. Yeah, Han was starting that lap with 20%, so you really need to be starting these laps with as much ERS as possible. So if you do make a mistake on your flying lap or you invalidate, you need to be switching that fuel back down to lean and switching that ERS off to recharge as much as you possibly can, so that you can get round, go again, and when you go again you can put that fuel back up to maximum, put that ERS up to hot lap and get going. But Speed Queen also now has a red track map, so she is not going to improve on this lap either. So right hander here, turn 15, very easy to run it out wide there, up into 16 and 17, Blanchimont. Sort of fast double lefts here. Again, if you carry too much of that inside curve, it's very easy to get it wrong. Bus stop chicane here, obviously hard on the brakes. Can settle the car on that curb. She does pit though. That's what she might do. Han, I would imagine, is going to do exactly the same here. No, she is going to go again. Han, come and get some tyres. So again, we're starting the lap with 10%, so let's ride on board with Han. Down into turn 1, La Source. Can get away with hugging that a bit tighter. She's hard on the power now, down the hill into turns 2 and 3 En Rouge. Let's see if she gets it right this time. Just fights it a bit, that's going to be track limits, and it is. You know, you can't quite take that much off the inside there. So she has invalidated again, so she's having a bit of trouble here. She does, however, have a lap actually pop up on the board, even though that was the lap she crashed on. Oh, not crashed, well, she did crash, but made that big mistake last time round in the En Rouge already on section. So we're down here into turns, what's this, 6 or 7, 8, this is down into 9, left-hander. Again, very easy, you clip a bit of that inside curb, unsettles the car. So this is 10 and 11 of Pouron, into the right-hander of 12, and then into the left-hander of 13, down into 14, Stavot. You get a nice bit of inside curb there. You can go wider there on the left-hand side. She's hard on the power now, at 15, up into 16, 17, Blanchimont. Double left-hander, as we said. Up into 18 and 19, the bus stop chicane. She's going to go again. These tyres are going to be spent, surely. Speed Queen still in the box. Got no DRS open this lap. Going to one the source. Drop down the hill. Let's see if she can get this En Rouge ready on section right this time. Just here it goes light. She's got it right this time. Sometimes the best way is just to back off there. Just to make sure that you make it. Not opening the DRS again though, which is strange. Into the right hander. Into the left hander. Back into the right. 7. Drop down the hill here. Bit of a tricky brake in here because it drops away from you just here. Easy to lock up, although I do believe Han runs brake assist and ABS, so probably not much chance for locking up. to be honest with it. So when you don't run ABS, it's very easy to lock up at that point. Here again, into this left-hander then. She needs to get a bit tighter there. And then let the car drift out here. Come nicely over to the left-hand side. Touch a bit of curb. A bit more curb on the entry as well, on the exit. Again here. So you touch that left-hand curb, then bringing it back over here. Nice amount of apex curb on the entry. Hard on the power. This is flat out here. The only time it's not flat out is if it's raining. And is she going to be out of fuel here? Is she out of fuel? I think she might well be out of fuel here. The fuel light is on, and just by the way the car is reacting, sounds like she's out of fuel, so... And she is going to pit now. I guess a bit of practice for Han there, but I believe really she should have pitted a few laps earlier. And then gone again, because she's done about 3 or 4 laps at least on those tyres, and now is not going to make it back out. So it's all going to be down to speed queen. She is on out lap here, and we'll go for a bit of off board. See what great camera angles Codemasters gives us. And you probably have noticed by now, I do prefer riding on board, just from my preference of being a driver really. I like to see what's going on, but we'll ride off board just to give you some nice shots here. So this is out of that turns 14, 15. Into 16 and 17 of Blanchimont, this fast double left. And then into the bus stop, 18 and 19. We're going to begin a lap. See, we've got our ERS. She's obviously got the ERS turned off because we're 100% at the end of the lap. She's used nothing, so she's going to be switching this fuel up to maximum, getting this ERS on hot lap, getting that DRS open. So down here then, into turn 1, into the source. Nice bit of curb taken the entry. Nice curb used on the exit. She's down the hill, dropping through 2 and into 3 of on Rouge. 4 of Radion. She's kept it clean. Gonna get this DRS wide open here. Rear wing open wide. Down the camel straight and into turn 5. It's looking tidy. 6 into 7. And drop down this hill. Let's see if she has any brake locking. No brake locking there by the looks of it. Again, not really sure what assist Speed Queen uses. So we're now out into turn 9. Can be a tricky turn into this 10 and 11 section. Again, she's keeping it nice and clean. Into 12 and 13 here. And then drop down into 14. The end of the sector coming up here. Just about to go past her. And she is 10th up on her fastest lap time at the moment, so it looks like she's going to improve. Purple sector 2 into these fast left-handers, and then going to pile into this bus stop chicane, hard on the brakes. See if there's any lock in here. No lock in here either, so I would maybe suggest that maybe she's running ABS. But anyway, she's going to cross the line and does improve, I believe. Although the camera shut off too quickly, but I do believe she did improve there. So let's have a quick rundown of that. 142.2. Excuse the paper in the background, but I'm just going to write that down. Just to make Rosie's job a little bit easier at some point. Because you do get points for the fastest lap in this division. Or for your pole position. So we've got Speed Queen in pole, Hannah in second, and Rosie with that unfortunate session in third. No sign of Luna Ascari, so it looks like it's just going to be the 3 of the ladies in this race. A bit of a shame, but we will press on anyway. Obviously, if anyone is watching and does know of anybody who may be interested in joining this division, you can search WRL in Discord. You can get hold of Rosie RR top right hand of the display you will see Rosie's name, Rosie_RR. That is her Discord name, so I'm sure you can get hold of her through Discord if you search for her or search for the WRL. Obviously, any women out there, we'd love some more women in this division. We'd like to grow it. Obviously we are at round 8 here. I think this is a 10 round championship, so we've got 2 more rounds left to go. Next week we are at United Arab Emirates of Abu Dhabi, round 9, and then our final round is going to be at Mexico. But I do believe Rosie is planning a season 2. So this will be a formation lap. Dry at the moment, but it does look darker. So we can't rule out that it might not rain. And those of you who are familiar with WRL will know that it's a 25% race. Most leagues do run 50%, but women here do run 25% races. And that sky is looking quite dark compared to qualifying, so we'll have to wait and see. Maybe, I mean, it's not uncommon to see some rain here at Spa. You do normally get some. So we've got both Papaya McLarens, as my friend Mad G in PBE, the Parabolical Esports division on Discord, would say. A shout out to any of the PBE guys who could be watching. Race there myself tomorrow in Britain around Silverstone. Looking forward to that. Got an F2 event in Britain in PBE as well on Saturday, and a race in France in a division called the EBL. So there's your pit stops at the bottom. So it's a 1-stop soft to a medium, or a medium to a soft. Obviously Han's got these Rosie, sorry, got the mediums on. Han's got the softs on, and Speed Queen's got the softs on. So Rosie's going to be the one to watch in terms of doing something different. Let's bring this stuff back up. I hate the way it gets rid of it. We'll put the tyres up there. We'll stick on that data. We'll put on. Shut the back is on full. Get rid of that again. So the girls just get some heat into their tyres as much as they can, trying to get optimal temperature before they get to the line. Make sure they've got the best possible tyre condition for the start of the race. So we've got Speed Queen just about getting her box, lining up from P1, Han lining up from P2, and Rosie in P3. The 2 Papaya McLarens versus the banana yellow Renault. And let's go for a bit of off-board. That's not too bad a shot. And then typically they change. Can't see the lights, we'll go on to this. 5 lights, and we are go, go, go. Flick back here, so good start from them all. Looks like it's going to be Speed Queen into La Source. Han's trying to go around the outside, she is very wide. She's going to lose that place to Rosie, which she does. Can slot in back behind her teammate. So Speed Queen's got this one for the first time down into En Rouge and the Rise in the Radiant. They're all through it safely. Onto the Camel Straight, no DRS yet. 2 laps before that will open. Speed Queen up into turn 5 here. Into 6. Into 7, and we're going to drop down the hill into 8. A little bit of a lock up there, so maybe she isn't running anti-lock brakes like I previously stated. Nice and clean so far. Into this turns 9 and 10 here. Puon. Into 12. Down here into 14 and 15. First time of being hard on the power around the back of the track. Out of 15, everybody looks clean. We're going to go up into Blanchimont in turn 16 and 17. Fast left-hander. Rosie just clipping a little bit of grass there. Then we're going to go into the bus stop chicane, but Speed Queen does have a second over Rosie already, who has a further 2.5 over Han. So the end of lap 1, Rosie's just got that gap back under a second. That's the timing tree going wrong, because I don't believe Speed Queen is in second. She's not, we can clearly see she's still out on the track in first. So, thanks Codemasters. Nearly had me confused there. I'm looking at Rosie, who's actually in P2. Oh no, Han. No. Hannah, Speed. I'll look at the map. It's the top of En Rouge into the Radion section again. She's done what her teammate Rosie did in qualifying. She has lost it through that section we kept talking about in qualifying. She has crashed. That's a commentator's curse. I am sorry, Han. I did say all you had to do was to keep it on the track, keep it out of the walls, finish the race, and you will gain a P3 in the championship. But that now is not going to happen. So unfortunately, Han has retired on lap 2. So it leaves a 2-horse race between Speed Queen and Rosie. Riding on board with Rosie here. Through the right-hander, nice bit of apex there. Nice again on the exit. Just about the right amount. Oh, this is... Oh, I thought she was going to lose that then. Just took a bit too much of that inside curb and got the car unsettled. It started to kick. Through 17 and 18, 16 and 17, sorry, now into 18 and 19 of the bus stop. Hard on the brakes. Exit down the start and finish straight and across the line to begin lap 3. Speed Queen has a 1.3, so DRS will be open this lap, but at this point in time, Speed Queen does have 1.4 on Rosie. However, Rosie is on those medium tyres. Speed Queen is on those softs. So Rosie's not going to be inside the DRS here. She's going to do what she can to try and hold on a little bit squirrely there through the En Rouge Radion section. Speed Queen just edging away. She's got the gap up to 1.8 now. Purple sector 1 as well for Speed Queen. Let's have a little ride on board. We can carry on, we can look backwards and just see that Papaya McLaren in the distance. Let's go through this tricky right-hander. To be patient here to get on the accelerator. Here as well, can run that car out wide there. We go down into this left-hander. Again, you just need to be stable on the acceleration here. Any sudden movements, like lifting off or hard on, can unsettle the car. Yeah, nice bit of apex there on the way in. Not too bad on the entry of that one, nice exit. Just about touching the curbs. Some nice lines from Speed Queen here. Not right on the limit, but pretty much where you need to be. And the car is just about to go out of sight now. She's got the gap up to 2.5 seconds as we head down into the bus stop chicane for the 3rd time. Again, you need to be nice and patient here. But she is. It takes the fastest lap so far of 1:45.621. Just got that gap up to 3 seconds now on Rosie. Right on board through the En Rouge and Radion section. I'll quickly flip back to Rosie and see if we can time it nicely. There we go. Through the same section so we can see Speed Queen off in the distance there. We'll have a little ride with Rosie for a little bit. We're flat out. Obviously no DRS because we're not in that zone. We've got 81% of DRS. Let's see how Rosie's lines are here. Maybe just a tad wide there, but it's okay. He tends to get understeer quite bad at this corner here if you're not careful. That's tidy though. Tidy for Rosie. So we're going to go down into this turns 10 and 11 with through on. into 12 and 13. Speed Queen now has that gap up to 3.6. Han now in the chat on the stream saying I am an idiot with a big face plant. I would agree with you, Hannah, but look, I've done that a million bazillion times, man. If I had £1 for every time I've crashed there, I wouldn't need to be sat here. Let's put it that way. I'd be on the beach in Jamaica or something, because it's easily done, very easily done. We've all done it. It's not the first, and it won't be the last, I'm sure of it. So don't be too hard on yourself. On the other hand though, you did only just have to finish to get that P3 in the championship, so I am a little gutted for you. But thanks for staying tuned into the stream and watching this one. Shame we haven't got a few more of you ladies here to spice it up a bit. Speed Queen now has this gap up to 4.3. Let's go back to Speed Queen. She's gone purple in Sector 1 again. Although it's worth remembering here that Speed Queen does have soft tyres on, Rosie does have the medium tyres on. So although she's pulling the gap at the moment, this gap may close back down later in the race once they swap over compounds. Speed Queen will be going to the mediums and Rosie will be going to the softs. Very tricky going back to that, Hannah. Very tricky on the setup at that En Rouge Radion section. It doesn't take much to unsettle it. You need to be really steady on the throttle there. Just a nice light throttle, not flat on, not like lifting off sharply. Just a nice constant level of acceleration. And personally, I've crashed there so many times. Now I'm more cautious about it. I'll tend to lift off that a little bit more in that area and sacrifice some lap time to make sure I've still got 4 wheels on my wagon when I come onto that camel straight. Not always the fastest, but if you want to win a race or score points in a race, you do have to finish. So Rosie is now in the pits. Move on lap 6, so 5 laps to go. She's going to put on these soft tyres now. So that gap's gone up to, let's see what it is when she gets out of here. Speed Queen is on that camel straight. Rosie's about to exit the pits here, so she's got 23 seconds? Yeah, 23.2. I would imagine, depending on how Rosie's tyres, Speed Queen's tyres are, whether she's just going to push it a bit longer or whether she'll be in this lap to do a switcheroo and she'll go onto those medium tyres. It's all looking nice and clean for these two at the moment though. Struggling a little bit to find things to talk about because both, obviously this is 1 and 2 in the championship, so these girls are right up there, you know. You would expect them, in all fairness, to be clean. However, Rosie's just picked up a time penalty. That could be a game changer. So where was that? That was possibly on the exit of turn 5, is that? Not 5, sorry. Turn 9. Well, that could be a game changer. That really could. We can just confirm it here. 3 seconds worth of penalties. Obviously, yep, Speed Queen, just seen it. Coming into the pits now, so she's going to put these mediums on. Let's have a little pit stop view of this. So, into the box. Magically tyres change. And away she goes again. So let's see where Rosie is. Rosie is now, look. She's going to jump her. This is going to be tight. We're looking for Speed Queen here. We're looking for her, but she is gone. I thought she was going to get her there, but you see that gap was sort of, what, was up to about 4 or 5 seconds there before the pit stops, and it's down to 2.2, 2.3 now. So Rosie definitely did gain at least 2 or 3 seconds by taking that pit stop a lap earlier than Speed Queen. The Speed Queen does now have those medium tyres on, so she should be a bit slower. We'll just confirm it now on the screen. Yes, the mediums. The Speed Queen still where she started, pole position. Rosie up 1 place. Let's go back to the tyre. Penalties, tyres. Let's have a look at just the fastest lap here in a minute. The Speed Queen currently with the fastest lap of 1:45.621. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. So let's see. Rosie now got the gap to 1.7. She is closing. You can see that by McLaren onto this back straight to Blanchimont. Can she do it? We've got 4 laps left to go. 3 laps once we cross the line, which we're about to do. That's not McLaren. It's on the hunt. Rosie now with the fastest lap of 1:45.2. I think that's going to hold now to the end of the race because I don't think Speed Queen's going to do much about it on the medium tyres. But Rosie is on the charge. But I think it's going to be asking an awful lot for Rosie to be able to catch and pass and pull out 3 seconds. Of course, obviously Speed Queen could end up getting a penalty herself, so she's just got to keep it nice and clean. Don't panic. Just keep calm, keep relaxed. You know, drivers sort of have a different mentality sometimes. Some drivers are quite calm under pressure, some drivers get a bit flustered, some drivers drive faster. Rosie clips the barrier there. Let's see if she gets any damage there. Let's see if we can see from the off-board. It doesn't look like it, so she's very lucky there not to lose an end plate. I think damage is on reduced, but even so, they're still very lucky not to have lost an end plate. But just as I was saying before there about the the mentality of drivers, sometimes you get too flustered or under the pressure, you just tend to push that a little bit too hard, lose that little bit of concentration, and that can actually cost you. You know, it doesn't take much for one little slip of concentration, and that's enough. Rosie with another 3-second penalty now, so that is game over, I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen. Rosie will not win this race. I can't see Speed Queen losing this now. And wow, Speed Queen puts in a fastest lap just to shut me up. After me saying that Rosie will hold on to that fastest lap. So that's an absolutely excellent lap from Speed Queen. I'll have to give her top marks for that, and I apologise for counting her out. It's the first time I've seen Speed Queen drive there, so I'll use that as my defence and I'll stick to it. But yes, very impressive there. I'm sorry Speed Queen, and congratulations, well done, that was an excellent lap. Please do not hold it against me. So the gap now from Speed Queen to Rosie is 2.7 as we drop through down into turns 8. But yeah, we have got a lock up there, so she can't be using ABS. So good girl, well done. Into 9. Down into 10 and 11 here, go on. Gap up to 3 seconds to Rosie now. Through 13, 12 and 13, down into double up and 14 here, the right hand up, end of the sector, and into 15, hard on the power, into 16 and 17, Blanchimont, and a little into the bus stop chicane, turns 18 and 19. Hard on the brakes, then gently on the power onto the start-finish straight to start our penultimate lap. This is now across the line to start lap 10 into La Source, turn 1. Hasn't really put a foot wrong, Speed Queen, I'll give her that. Lines are nice. No penalties. Rosie's going to put another set of soft tyres on here. She realises that the race is gone from her. She's also putting a wing on, so we must have missed that. She did get a little bit of damage on that wing, but I suspect she's just evaluated and said, right, I'm not going to win this race. I've got the 6 seconds of penalties, which has now been cleared in the pit stop. It should have cleared 3 of those, I believe. Let's put that up and have a look. She should have cleared. Oh no, she didn't clear any of them. So it was just a wing change and a set of tyres. But yes, I believe that Rosie has seen that fastest lap from Speed Queen and thought, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to win this race, but I'm damn sure going to try and take this fastest lap off you. So I'm going to box. I'm going to put a fresh set of softs on, and we're going to go for a really fast lap from Rosie on the last lap. So she should have the ERS turned off, trying to build that back up, and the fuel set to standard or low, depending on how much she's got. Speed Queen now into the final bus stop chicane, about to start her last lap. This Rosie we're going to have to watch the timing for on the last lap. Rosie's still in, just about to start sector 3 though. So let's have a little ride with Speed Queen here. Not a foot wrong, going to be the race winner here. Currently the fastest lap. We know the gap's big, so I'll flip to the fastest lap time in a minute. Keeps it nice and tidy through on Rouge and Raidillon. Let's put that fastest lap up for you so you can see it. It's a 44.7 at the moment. We'll keep an eye on Rosie in a minute. Let's just see. Again, nice and tidy from Speed Queen. Little snap on oversteer there, but well controlled. Little tiny lock up of the brake, but nothing major. Got away with it. Perfect amount of curb. Again, great lines from Speed Queen here. Rosie's now into this second sector. Just about to go into the second sector, sorry. Just crossed the sector now. Let's have a look. It didn't go purple for her. You can see on the track map there. I'll flick back to Speed Queen. All right on board. The final part of this lap. Check back in on Rosie in a minute. With the 16-17 Blanchimont, we're going to go down into the bus stop chicane for the last time. Hard on the brakes, through the right, flick it to the left, and we're going to gently on the power and over the start finish line to take the win at round 8 at Spa. So let's flick back to Rosie. Speed Queen, fastest up again at 1:44.575. So she's seen Rosie go in the pits and thought, right, I'm going to have to push myself on this last lap. So she did. I did just flick up there on the track map in the second sector for Rosie being purple. So let's have a look. What's it going to be? Is she going to take it away from her? Needs to keep this nice and tidy. If she has. Run out of ERS though. Is it going to go better? It does. I just saw it go on the screen there. It is 1:44 something. We'll check it in a second. But she did take that fastest lap away from Speed Queen there. But a valiant effort from Speed Queen, I do have to say. 2 really fast laps on the medium tyre, which I wasn't expecting. So I'll have to take my hat off to Speed Queen there. She gave it her all. Wasn't quite good enough in the end. But she takes the win, Speed Queen. Rosie picks up second, and that third place trophy is free to a good home. So if anybody wants it, please write in. We'll get it sent to you. So there we go. Yeah, 1:44.138 from Rosie in the end there. So a stunning lap time in the end. we'll take the 2 points that go along with that. So Speed Queen are victorious, Rosie second, and Han with a DNF, unfortunately. And that is that, ladies and gentlemen. That completes a very small gridded round 8 of WRL. As I did say earlier on at the start, we are back next week, next Thursday, 8 PM for round 9, the penultimate round in Abu Dhabi. Quite an interesting track, so we will see what that brings, and hopefully we can get a few more of the girls in next week and make it a little bit of a better race. So that is it from me, your resident host. Hello there, how is he? AKA the Housey. That was round 8 of the WRL at Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium. Thanks all for tuning in. Please stay safe this week. Remember, hands, face, space. Do take care, everybody, and I will see you next week. Thank you. Good night. God bless. Bye-bye.